Vegetarians are people with the highest energy levels. Did you know that vegetarians have the highest energy levels? A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, involving 1,475 participants, found that according to the 2010 Healthy Eating Index and the Mediterranean Diet Score, a strict vegan diet scored highest in quality, while those who ate without restraint scored lowest. A German research report comparing the bioenergetic electromagnetic field of people following different diets found: 1. Those who eat wild fruits, wild vegetables, tree leaves, and wild herbs while practicing fasting have the highest electromagnetic energy field, reaching 120,000 units. 2. Next are raw vegans, who consume only natural organic fruits, vegetables, sprouts, seeds, legumes, nuts, and seaweed, either uncooked or cooked below 40 degrees Celsius, with no animal protein. Their electromagnetic energy field reaches 84,000 units. 3. Ordinary organic vegetarians, who eat both raw and cooked plant foods, have an electromagnetic energy field of 26,000 units. 4. By comparison, typical omnivores have only 1,000 units. Infants have an energy field of about 40,000 units. This research shows that different dietary structures significantly affect the intensity of the human life energy field. A 7-year study at the University of North Carolina on vegetarians found that vegans live about 15 years longer than meat eaters. These findings are supported by Chinese health research, which discovered that lower consumption of fat and meat correlates with reduced risks of cancer, heart disease, and other illnesses. Another British study tracking 6,000 people over 12 years, including 5,000 meat eaters, found that during this period vegetarians were 40% less likely to die from cancer and 20% less likely to die from other diseases. Vegetarians truly are the group with the highest energy levels. In recent years, Germany has seen a boom in raw food and fasting movements. An increasing number of health seekers travel to detox centers to fast for 7 to 90 days, consuming only water, lemon water, or vegetable and fruit juices to cleanse the body, eliminate toxins, and strengthen health. Enthusiasts of this regimen typically follow a strict raw vegan diet and use superfoods such as goji berries, organic sprouts, young barley, and herb seeds, completely eliminating meat, dairy, fish, and all animal-derived foods. Their lifestyle changes dramatically. They need only 3 to 6 hours of sleep per day, yet are full of energy, mentally clear, with improved eyesight, youthful strength, smooth skin, hair that turns from gray back to black, a light body, a liberated spirit, toned muscles, and many ailments healed without medication. Many describe themselves as feeling like superhumans. Some practitioners claim that through raw veganism and vegetable fasting, they accelerate the opening of the 7-chakra central energy channel, the 2 meridians of Ren and Du, and even unlock the third eye, achieving profound spiritual elevation. Next, let us discuss this topic from 3 perspectives. Please be patient and read to the end. You are sure to gain a new understanding of vegetarianism. First, the primary requirement of life is energy, and this energy mainly comes from the sun. The human body absorbs energy through food. A vegetarian diet consists of fruits, grains, and seeds. Fruit is considered a direct source of energy, and eating raw allows full nutrient absorption, as cooking can destroy many nutrients. A vegetarian diet provides direct energy that takes only 1 to 2 hours to digest, whereas meat is an indirect energy source because animals also obtain energy from plants. Meat and fish take 6 to 8 hours to digest, with a very high digestive cost. Second, apart from the effects of pesticides, pests, or environmental pollution, plant foods carry almost no viruses. In contrast, most viruses are transmitted from animals. Vegetarian foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, whereas meat contains fats, cholesterol, parasites, and heavy metals that can cause cancer. Third, the metabolism of plant foods creates an alkaline environment, making it difficult for bacteria, viruses, and cancer cells to survive. Conversely, meat metabolism produces acid, which favors their growth. Fourth, the human body does not need protein itself, but amino acids. Amino acids are abundant in all living plants. Although plants lack all 9 essential amino acids in one source, combining various fruits and vegetables can supply the complete set, which the body breaks down into amino acids and then synthesizes into the proteins it needs. Because meat takes 6 to 8 hours to digest, many people cannot complete this process, making meat hard to digest. The body must secrete adrenaline to assist, greatly increasing digestive cost. Moreover, fish and meat are decomposed animal carcasses that contain many toxins and moisture. From an energy perspective, when an animal is killed, its inner being is filled with pain and fear. Eating meat can transmit that negative energy. Plants, on the other hand, produce oxygen, purify the air, and exert a positive influence on Earth's environment. In contrast, animal husbandry emits large amounts of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, polluting the environment. Regarding the health-preserving value of vegetarianism, the treatise To Vinayaka by Master Zongchi states, "The 5 grains are for nourishment, the 5 fruits serve as the main foods, the 5 flavors confer benefits, and the 5 meats provide replenishment. Combining the 7 tastes is suitable for nourishing essence and augmenting qi." Modern nutritional science likewise holds that only a comprehensive, reasonable diet with balanced nutrients can maintain the body's health. In the history of world culinary science, the earliest proposal of a balanced dietary regimen appears in the classic Chinese medical text Huangdi Neijing, compiled more than 2,400 years ago. The treatise To Vinayaka records, "The 5 grains are for nourishment, the 5 fruits serve as the main foods, the 5 flavors confer benefits, and the 5 meats provide replenishment. When qi and flavors harmonize, they may be used to nourish essence, augment qi, and strengthen flesh and bones. If nourishment is improper, it will damage the upright qi." Although these principles of a balanced diet are ancient, they are remarkably scientific. The Huangdi Neijing emphasizes the 5 grains for nourishment, highlighting the critical importance of grains and legumes in sustaining human life. Grains constitute staple foods that support human vitality. They are the seeds of plants, the result of a year's cultivation that absorbs the essence of heaven and earth. As such, they contain abundant life energy. Seeds carry the complete knowledge of growth. So when the human body absorbs them, it inherits the essence of heaven and earth and can maintain life's functions. The Neijing encapsulates the paramount importance of grains and legumes for human survival in the phrase, "the 5 grains for nourishment." From this principle arose the concept of using grains as the primary staple food, supplemented by fruits, flavors, meats, and other foods to ensure full nutritional support. In recent years, as health awareness has increased, more people have shifted their dietary focus from meat to vegetarian fare. Vegetarianism not only purifies the blood and prevents bodily harm, but also beautifies the skin, enhances appearance, and prolongs lifespan. Consequently, vegetarian diets have garnered public attention. Vegetarianism has become an important approach to health maintenance. Because it benefits both physical and mental well-being and supports environmental sustainability, vegetarianism has begun to be widely adopted in many countries worldwide, even featured in major prayer gatherings. Common perception attributes vegetarianism to Buddhist origins or to modern concerns for compassion and the environment. Few realize, however, that the history of vegetarian cuisine dates back to the spring and autumn, warring states, and Western Han periods, or even earlier. The Book of Songs records gathering wild greens in the wilderness, stirred by gentle breezes. During the spring and autumn period, the Zwa commentary stated, "Those who frequently eat meat and indulge in wine and meat will harm themselves in times of scarcity." This indicates that vegetarianism was already widespread and encouraged during the Warring States era, while excessive meat eating was criticized. Taoist thought also deeply influenced early vegetarian culture. Laozi and Zhuangzi both taught that the 5 flavors dull the palate and that one should dine simply while roaming freely. The phrase, "a meal like a drifting boat," reflects a vegetarian culture imbued with principles of non-action and purity. Emperor Xiao Yan of the Liang dynasty, a devout Buddhist who ascended the throne in 502 CE, issued an edict forbidding monks and nuns from consuming meat, based on Buddhist teachings of avoiding evil, cultivating good, refraining from killing, and encouraging release of life. From that point, Buddhism truly became a vegetarian religion. 3 benefits of vegetarianism for the body. 1. Vegetarianism provides the foundational nutrition for essence, qi, and spirit. The treatise on yin-yang correspondence states, flavors regulate qi, qi transforms into essence, and essence refines into spirit. In other words, food entering the stomach not only nourishes the body but also replenishes true qi, which then transforms into the essence that sustains spirit. Traditional Chinese medicine holds that the most important material basis of the body is essence, qi, and spirit, collectively known as the three treasures. Essence is the substance transformed from postnatal grain and water, serving as the material foundation of all life activities. It is formed from the essence of grains and the natural air we inhale, and it constitutes the primary material basis for all physiological functions. Spirit encompasses all normal physiological activities. When the body receives sufficient nutrition, essence and qi are abundant and the body is clear and alert. As the classics state, nourishing the body is nourishing the mind. When the mind is calm, the spirit is at ease. Oxygen is essence. Essence is qi. Qi is food. Food is the people's heaven and the root of life. This passage clearly identifies diet as the fundamental nourishment for essence, qi, and spirit. 2. Vegetarianism enhances intelligence. The ancient master Li Jiyun once said, "Meat makes one brave but coarse. Vegetarianism makes one wise and dexterous." The notion that vegetarianism promotes sharper intellect dates back to antiquity and remains highly relevant to today's young scholars. 3. Recent research by Dr. Bin Sun Hung of Japan's National Institute of Public Health, using scientific methods, has found that vegetarians have clear minds and close connections, whereas meat eaters exhibit clouded spirits and sluggish nerves. Vegetarians demonstrate quicker thinking, while meat eaters tend toward neural lethargy. This view aligns with the ancients' belief that vegetarianism cultivates intelligence. In the past, when science was undeveloped, people did not know that the brains of pigs, sheep, and cattle contain high cholesterol, so they mistakenly thought that eating animal brains would make one smart, resulting in many wealthy families' children becoming naive. Conversely, poor children who ate plain vegetables were said to be more intelligent. Hence, sayings about the cleverness of poor families' children circulated widely, such as "a true man must bite through iron to prove his strength." The Han Dynasty even preserved many stories rich in moral lessons. But how many understand the principle that vegetarianism gives rise to wisdom? 3. Third, vegetarians develop greater compassion. Vegetarianism benefits not only physical health, but also helps avoid the karma of killing, yielding immense benefits. From the individual to society and the nation, vegetarianism can foster social peace and world harmony. Among all its advantages, I believe the greatest is the cultivation of compassion. 4th, vegetarianism prevents disease. Food naturally nourishes the body, making diet the most important means of disease prevention. A reasonable diet ensures full nutrition, strengthens organ function, and supports a robust physique. As the treatise to Vinayaka states, when upright qi remains, pathogenic qi cannot invade. With ample nutrition, the body's upright qi grows strong, enhancing adaptation to environmental changes and resistance to pathogens, thereby preventing disease. Diet also regulates the body's yin-yang balance. The treatise on yin-yang correspondence says, when yin is deficient, tonify with qi. When yang is deficient, tonify with flavor. This means adjusting diet according to yin-yang conditions to both supplement nutrients and balance yin and yang, thus preventing illness. For example, eat seaweed to prevent goiter. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables to prevent scurvy. Eat raw ginger, soybeans, and fresh onions to prevent colds. Drink decoctions of tea, gardenia, cherries, honey, and rehmannia to prevent measles. Drink mung bean water to prevent heat stroke. Recently, raw hawthorn, black tea, and other foods have been recommended to reduce blood lipids. Eat corn porridge to prevent cardiovascular disease. Eat run, koik seed, porridge from the Guangji prescription to prevent cancer. All of these examples use food to achieve disease prevention. 5th, vegetarianism aids weight loss and improves body shape. A plant-based diet is the most effective and healthiest weight loss method. Plant foods make the blood slightly alkaline, accelerating metabolism, which helps break down and burn accumulated fat naturally. Moreover, a properly balanced plant diet, including beans, tubers, and leafy vegetables, provides essential nutrients such as healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. Low-calorie plant foods help maintain appropriate weight and a light physique without concerns about excess calories leading to obesity and related diseases. As a result, obesity-related symptoms like back pain, knee fatigue, lethargy, shortness of breath, weak heart, hypertension, heart disease, stroke, and other complications disappear. Thus, vegetarian weight loss is beneficial and harmless. I hope those struggling to lose weight can achieve relief and health. Sixth, vegetarianism is the most effective beauty regimen. Rough skin results from toxins corroding the body. Eating meat, fish, and animal products raises blood levels of uric acid and lactic acid. When lactic acid is excreted through sweat, it deposits on the skin's surface, eroding skin cells, causing loss of firmness and elasticity, resulting in rough skin, wrinkles, and spots. A long-term alkaline plant-based diet significantly reduces lactic acid in the blood, preventing harmful substances from being excreted through the skin. Meanwhile, minerals and fiber in plant foods help remove toxins from the blood. This purified blood maximizes metabolic function and delivers nutrients and oxygen fully to body tissues, giving the skin a healthy, natural radiance, smooth, bright, and elastic. Many Hollywood actresses adhere to a principle in their beauty regimen: one meat-free day per week. They focus on daily blood purification and limit meat in their menus. Seeing their smooth, radiant skin, shouldn't women consider trying vegetarian beauty treatments? Seventh, vegetarianism promotes longevity. Vegetarianism's life-nourishing and longevity-promoting effects have been highly valued throughout traditional medicine history. Adjusting one's diet is a key link in the art of health preservation. Traditional Chinese medicine holds that food's effects manifest in nourishing essence, augmenting qi, supporting the kidneys, and strengthening the body. Essence arises from congenital inheritance and is nurtured postnatally. It is stored in the kidneys and nourishes the internal organs. When essence is abundant, kidney qi is robust, the body is healthy, and the mind is clear. This is the key to longevity. Therefore, one should choose foods that nourish essence, augment qi, support the kidneys, and strengthen the body. At the same time, anti-aging properties of foods are crucial, especially for the elderly, whose vital qi declines and organs weaken. They need foods that replenish qi and blood. Many foods, such as black sesame, mulberry, goji berries, longan, sea cucumber, walnuts, honey, royal jelly, and Chinese yam, are rich in anti-aging compounds and help slow cognitive decline, thereby extending lifespan. Long-term consumption is highly beneficial to health and longevity. Regarding food as medicine, traditional Chinese medicine teaches that food and medicine share a common origin. There is no clear boundary between food and medicine. A reasonable diet can also achieve therapeutic effects such as purging and healing. Hence the ancients said, "Using food is better than using medicine." Skilled physicians who cure chronic diseases with food are called food doctors. As the Song Dynasty's Taiping Divine Recipes states, if food can cure chronic illness, one may be called a food doctor. The reason diet can treat disease is that its basic effects mirror those of traditional Chinese medicine. Not only can it nourish the body and support the zong, fu organs, but it also harmonizes yin and yang, dispels cold and heat, strengthens the physique, and prevents aging. By combining foods appropriately according to their flavors, natures, and meridian affiliations, therapeutic effects can be achieved. Traditional Chinese medicine calls this food therapy. Throughout the history of Chinese medical development, food therapy has been an extremely important field in both disease treatment and post-illness recovery, making tremendous contributions to human health and longevity. Thank you for watching until the end. If today's video has been helpful, please click like to support me. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button on the right to connect with more like-minded people. Let us share righteous knowledge and accumulate boundless merit.